Okay, so the grind does not stop just because I go out there buying cars. As many of you saw, the last video I uploaded that I bought the ZR1. Yes, I have the ZR1, and yes, I still have the GT500. It is for sale, but guys, I'm not pushing it super hard. I'm just kind of like, someone buys it, cool. The number's 70, plain and simple. That's the number. Don't ask me, can I take 68? No, 70. So might as well work on it while I'm here, because I do want to drive it and see if the Sprag made a big difference. So what I want to do today is get these guys flush mounted. What's happening is way too much stick out here. No thank you. So let's keep chugging along. Let's get underneath, and I'm going to show you how much room I have. I have plenty of room to come forward. These over the axle pipes can come forward a ton. I got a ton of room. So my goal is to get them as close to the tank as possible, but the problem is at the H pipe, it's pretty tight. So if I have to trim this pipe with a Sawzall to get the proper spacing to bring everything forward, I don't mind doing it. I don't mind doing it at all. It's not a problem. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to try to get everything mounted so that these mufflers sit more flush on the valance. Then I'm going to look at the front. So this thing blew a hole in it on the EGR pipe in the primary, blew a hole in it at Texas 2K. I patched it, but the patch came loose or whatever. I just haven't really fucked with it because I didn't care. But now that it's kind of noticeable, now that the car is a lot more quiet, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and patch it again. And if I can patch it again and drive it, like actually drive it and feel the difference, that's the goal for today's video. Drive it, see if we can get some sound clips and work on it. So again, I'm gonna get these guys flush. I'm gonna patch the primary and then drive it and hopefully get you some sound clips with the Magnaflow Street series. Okay, much improved. No more massive stick up, just a little bit. It seems to be kind of on the flush side. I gotta work on the alignment a little bit, but for the majority of what I'm going for, it's pretty damn good. So now I'm gonna go work on the front. And the only way to access that issue I had before is to take the battery out, and I'm gonna do that and fish my way down there and see if I can do anything to patch up the current exhaust leak at the EGR bung on the primary. So just so you know, the hole I was trying to cover up was being covered up by this. This was one of those quick fixes I did at Texas 2K. As you can see, I'm trying to patch that hole right there, trying to get the light to see it pretty good right there. So what I was trying to do is patch that up. As you can see, that got some clamps there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to juice it up with high temp RTV, which is what I did at Texas 2K, and hope that it actually helps a little bit. I'm not looking to patch it permanently, guys. I have headers for this thing. I just need to be able to not have it be more pronounced sounding than the exhaust. So let me find some high temp RTV somewhere around here, get it on, clamp it up, turn it on, see if we can drive this thing. So the adhesive or glue obviously is not going to jive with what's going on there, so sooner than later going to have to replace those headers. You can see a little smoking happening, and it's the adhesive that's kind of burning off, but whatever. Let's see how it sounds. Yeah, it sounds a lot better, like a lot better. No crazy droning. I'm going to try to take it for a drive once the smoke dissipates, which might be a little bit because the amount of glue that I put on there. It's like a Loctite material. Then I remembered, wait, Loctite doesn't like heat. I'll give it a couple reps. Put it over here. by a fire extinguisher just to make sure everything's cool. So put in the parking spot, make sure the glue kind of, or the adhesive or whatever that's smoking finishes doing its smoking or cooks, and I'll take it out for a spin. Alrighty guys, taking her. Hey, look at Hush Money. Look at how Hush Money stacks up to Section 8. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her on her maiden voyage, but I'm not going to go far. I'm only going to stay in the complex. I do not want to go out on the public roads in case any issues pop up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her for a quick ride and come back to the garage and see any leaks pop up. It's going to be smoky. It's going to be a bunch of shit happening because I'm sure there's oil left over from just all the work that I did. You know how it is when you turn on a car after you worked on it for a little bit, there's just smoke everywhere. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna record myself driving through the complex, come back, see if there are any leaks or anything like that. And if no leaks are present, depending on what time it is, I have a show. Today is Tuesday. Today is Talking Shit Tuesday. So depending on the time that I get back, I'll see if I can go on the road a little bit, go through 1, 2, 3 gears, because it'll be mostly first gear. So before I do that, let's get you a clip of the thing starting up, and we'll drive around the complex real quick. This is reverse, so hit it, trans brake, reverse. I'm so happy it actually works, because when I work on stuff, you know, it usually doesn't want to jive. I gotta figure a dedicated button for that, because that's a total nightmare. Okay, let's go around the complex quick. The other thing I forgot about is the speed bumps. A lot of speed bumps in this complex, so I got to be careful because the exhaust is slow. But after looking at it, it looks like the header is the lowest point, and that was already rubbing before, so nothing I can do about that. I mean, a lot quieter. Jesus, I can actually hear myself think. Speed bump. Here we go. Uh-oh. Okay, about the same as before, where a little bit of the H pipe rubs. And this is a good sized speed bump, guys. It's not a little guy. I'll show you. Alright, here. Rubs about the same as it did before. I wonder if I could do a gear change to see if there's an RPM drop that's more noticeable. It's a more positive engagement, and the RPMs drop slightly more. It doesn't freewheel as much. It doesn't go, what? It seems to get going nicely. Very good. does that make it built, not bought? Because I did all the work myself. Do I now join the club of built? No, Alex, you didn't put it together yourself. All right, we'll see if the little lady gets here soon, and we'll do some outside video with the car. Enjoyed the process of me making this car quieter, installing a Sprag. I'll get you some 60 to 130. I'll get you more sound clips, burnouts, whatever. Oh my God, point it over there.